How happy are you to see Lew Alcindor playing pro ball next year?
Well, John, of course, myself and the two boys here with me had pretty much of a stomach full of this guy. We played him 3 times in the last 2 years, and of course the last time in the NCAA finals. Lew, I thought, was just terrific. And so from our standpoint, probably for the good of college ranks, I think we all are kind of happy to see that he's out of the college game now.
You boys saw a lot of Lew. What did you think of Mr. Alcindor?
I thought he's pretty made you change your game around a little bit, get what you want done, you know, in order to try to beat him. He really made the people come up with a lot of different defenses, I thought.
Larry, what about you?
Well, I know for sure Lew made a difference in my game because several times I was caught underneath with the layup and I had faked one man and just knew I was clear, but there he came again and threw the ball out of bounds.
They did a lot of legislation against the big man in college basketball, or at least the big man claims that this happens with the 3-second rule supposedly came in because of that, the no dunk rule. Do you think this is fair? Do you think that it should be that way, or there should be more? Anybody have any comment on that, Coach?
Well, John, I think really we've got a pretty good game going for us right now. In fact, year in and year out, you see very few major changes in terms of the game of basketball, and I think it's because it has popular appeal to the fans and to the players, and so they're really not looking to change it to that great degree. There has been some legislation through the years against the big man as such, but really I think it's been necessary, the changes that have been made, and normally these changes are made with the consent of the coaches around the country, so we all have a little bit of a say about it. And you know, it's an amazing thing nowadays. Your boys are getting so much bigger and so much more agile as such with the size that, and yet they seem to be getting the job done on the floor without any problem. So, as I say, we've got a great game, and I don't really think that, you know, they've been discriminated against as such. I'm sorry we don't have one like Big Al, but we just have to keep looking.
Who's going to win the Big Ten championship next year?
Well, I think I'll answer this first because I know what these boys would say, and this might put us all on the spot, but the Big Ten, again, John, is going to be a very balanced league, without question. It was this year. We were very fortunate to go 13-1. We had some breaks on the road, especially against Indiana. We could have lost. We won it. We could have lost certainly at Michigan State. We won that game. We won an overtime at home against Ohio State. So we had really the good bounce of the ball and the breaks as far as our team was concerned. But it was a balanced league from top to bottom, and I expect the same thing next year. The majority of teams have most of their people back, and it should really be a good race. And I think, Larry, you would agree that, you know, most of the teams we're playing in that Big Ten are able to get the job done.
Yes, a lot of people think that we're going to be number one in the Big Ten all by ourselves, but they fail to realize that other teams are getting good recruits in, are still young also.
And you made it all the way to the final game in the NCAA. Is this going to be a goal next year to make it that far and win one game farther next year for you fellas?
I think so. This is always a goal most of the time, but I think our biggest problem is getting out of the Big Ten also.
Yeah, we have to, you know, as you say, before you, I've had several people, John, say to me, well, we've got our reservations for College Park, and they're probably being just a little bit premature. As I say, we had a number of good breaks this year to get out of the Big Ten, and then certainly we had a great break to get out of the Mid-East Regional because I don't know whether you saw the Marquette game or not, but with about 1:30 to go, you couldn't have told me we were going to win it. I just probably wouldn't have believed it. These boys felt differently because they were playing and they got the job done. But you have to have the good luck along with a pretty good team, and of course, I felt that our team was able to take advantage of the breaks that we got this year, and this probably was the difference of why we got as far as we did.
Okay, good luck.